Welcome to War India News Hour. E-commerce is driving technology adoption for Indian warehousing sector. Global supply chains and logistics sectors have undergone a major disruption during the past few months during pandemic. Several first-time users logged on to e-commerce websites to make safe virtual purchases for essentials and have a contactless delivery experience at their doorsteps. The sectors also witnessed a major shift in popular categories from luxury and lifestyle purchases to shopping for basic essentials like groceries, medicines, office and school supplies, e-learning tools and even food delivery. As per the reports, e-commerce has witnessed an order volume growth of 17% as of June 2020 and about 65% growth in single brand e-commerce platforms. However, in spite of challenges like manufacturing slowdown, shortage of labor, transportation bottlenecks and disruption in national and international movements of cargo, the massive rise of e-commerce has brought about faster digital adoption and enhanced the potential for overall growth of the sectors. With a focus on meeting consumer expectations for speedy delivery, customization, product availability and easy returns while handling complex globalizations of supply chains, warehousing trends have witnessed major shifts. Some key technology adoptions that are helping make this shift, including the cloud-based supply chain software, AI and automation and IoT and business integrations have been a key word in digital adoptions, especially for the logistics and supply chain sector. The Indian logistics and supply chain sector is set to grow at a tremendous rate, aided by accelerated digital adoption, supportive government policies, better transportation infrastructures, increased PE funding in warehousing, real estate and shift in service sourcing strategies. Let's look into today's headlines in War India. Apple building its own alternative to Google search. Apple is building its own search technology as an alternative to Google's search engine, the Financial Times reported. It cited Apple's standalone web searching capabilities in iOS 14 and iPad OS 14 that gives users direct links to the websites instead of showing results from Google. Notably, Google has been the iPhone's default search engine for more than 10 years. TikTok sues rival Triller with a countersuit over patent infringement. Social media app TikTok and its Chinese parent ByteDance are fighting back in a patent infringement case that has been brought by its rival Triller in the US. TikTok and ByteDance filed a case in San Francisco Federal Court in response to a patent infringement lawsuit that Triller filed in July. In its lawsuit, Triller claimed that TikTok and ByteDance have been infringing on its patents and stealing its technology for years. The patent in question relates to creating music videos synchronized with audio. Alliance Data to buy Now Pay Later, that is BNPL, for $450 million token cash acquisition. Alliance Data is securing Bread's more than 400 installment loans or BNPL clients as well as technology that it can offer to its own existing partners. Ralph Andretta, CEO Alliance Data, said, as part of our broader transformation efforts, the acquisition of Bread significantly expands our digital capabilities and payment options for our brand partners and their customers while providing another reason for retailers and brands to choose Alliance Data to help them grow their businesses. Pandemic boasts cloud consumption by the third quarter in 2020. Cloud infrastructure services spent in Q3 2020 continued to benefit from the fallout of the COVID-19 pandemic. The worldwide cloud market grew 33% to $36.5 billion, which was $2 billion higher than the previous quarter and $9 billion up on Q3 2019. The dependence on cloud-based tools and services remained high across all sectors of the economy, including governments, businesses and consumers, as social distancing measures persisted. Arogya Setu, made by government in public-private partnership, clarifies government. The government has issued a clarification on the makers of the Arogya Setu app after top RTI body, Central Information Commission, that is CIC, asked about the app's origin from government departments. The app was launched by the Government of India in public-private partnership mode. It was developed in a record time of around 21 days, the Ministry of Electronics and IT said. Tech Mahindra inks a deal worth rupees 400 crore contract with HAL. Tech Mahindra announced that it has inked a contract of rupees 400 crores for ERP, that is Enterprise Resource Planning Implementation Project Parivartan by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, that is HAL. Tech Mahindra will be responsible for the transformation and modernization of the ERP system as an implementation and support partner, enabling HAL to streamline and standardize its business processes across the organization. Wipro to enhance its SaaS portfolio by buying Encore Theme Technologies for rupees 95 crores. Wipro will acquire Chennai-based firm Encore Theme Technologies, a software as a services, that is SaaS, and cloud solutions provider in financial services for a value of up to rupees 95 crores. Wipro will buy a 73% equity stake upfront, and the remaining 27% stake is subject to the receipt of certain regulatory approvals and confirmations, a statement says. Smartphone market in India made a record hit of 53 million units in the September quarter. India's smartphone market touched an all-time high of 53 million units in the July-September quarter, recording a 9% growth compared to the same period last year as per Counterpoint Research. Samsung led by smartphone market with a 24% share, followed by Xiaomi with 23%, Vivo 16%, Realme 15% and Oppo with 10%. Yashvardhan Kumar Sinha to be the next Chief Information Commissioner of India. Yashvardhan Kumar Sinha, the former diplomat and Central Information Commissioner, is tipped to be appointed as the country's next Chief Information Commissioner, that is CIC, 2 months after the position at the top transparency watchdog fell vacant. The decision was taken after the October 24th meeting of the high-powered selection panel headed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Vaccine may be ready for use as early as December, says Adar Poonawalla. India is a factory of producing vaccinations for the world. The vaccine being developed by Oxford University and AstraZeneca could be ready for use in December itself in India if the government decides to opt for emergency authorization, and by January even it doesn't. The vaccine being produced by Serum Institute could see a batch of 100 million doses being made widely available by the second or third quarter of 2021, says Adar Poonawalla, Chief of Serum Institute. COVID update. The number of coronavirus cases in India has reached 80,40,203 as 49,881 people tested positive in the last 24 hours. The coronavirus death toll in the country has risen to 1,20,527, while 73,15,989 coronavirus patients have been discharged. Out of the total cases, 6,03,687 are active. Summing up, while all good things are happening for the businesses to survive, and at the same time, it could also save many lives. Every new technology adoption brings a newer opportunity for the hackers. Out of that, one technology we can discuss, that is contact tracing apps. Hackers found contact tracing apps an ideal cover for phishing schemes by misrepresenting official tracing accounts via emails. Legitimate apps themselves are also targets for hackers who see it as a treasure trove of data with individual names and addresses as well as insights from contacts and movements. Secondly, for people in high-value positions such as politicians, businessmen and lawyers, in important cases, information about that person's movements and meetings is valuable to opponents and easily sold by bad actors. Many of these apps lacked encrypted source code and many did not have intrusion detection when hackers accessed restricted mobile data. Another critical thing has come to the limelight is hackers quickly used the pandemic and related anxiety to lure people into phishing schemes and malware attacks. There is also pressure on healthcare companies and researchers to safeguard their vaccine and treatment data. As of mid-July, there have been multiple reports of Russian and Chinese state-sponsored hackers attempting to steal coronavirus vaccine data from various labs. Most importantly, millions of workers have turned their homes into their new remote office, including state government employees, which has brought a host of risks through the use of unsecured Wi-Fi and poor access controls. The massive shift towards remote work means more networks are accessed by employees on their own devices. During this hour, training for employees and the right technology as well as increased cooperation between the security teams and IT or network operations groups are the most critical factors to save themselves from the bad actors. We can say this as the dark side of the technology adoption. So stay safe. With this, let's wind up for the day. But do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. Please download the War India app from Google Play Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.